Then something in the inscrutable darkness stirred, a nameless moment, an unthought idea, insistent, dissatisfied, without an aim, what it wants it does not know. Something that wished but knew not how to be. Well, I want, but I am helpless, I don't know how to proceed, you see. Teased the inconscient to wake ignorance. So this is a major step now again in evolution. This is a major step in the process of evolution. Take the inconscient to wake ignorance. As I told you earlier, out of the total zero, absolute, shunya, nothing, 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 the appearance of matter is a great, great, great step. Really. I mean, out of nothing, how does matter appear? Now, the process of how that has happened, that nobody knows. The alchemy, the mechanism, the technique, how out of the void matter appears, nobody knows. But it has happened. Nobody knows because nobody was present there to know, record, to record and see. In other words, if you want to know, you have to go back yourself, identify yourself in that process and pick it up, you see. Whether it is worthwhile or not is a different matter. But the fact is, out of absolute zero, matter has appeared. That is a very major step in the process of evolution. Matter at that stage was very plastic, moldable, pliable. It can be shaped the way in which one could like it to shape matter. But then entered mind into matter and it became firm and fixed and rigid, mind of night, as you call it. And it is that rigidity now, that rigidity was necessary at a particular stage of evolution. Otherwise, whatever has been produced, has come out, would have been swallowed up again by the void. To avoid the swallowing up by the void, some kind of a firmness was required, and that firmness was provided by this mind of night. Mind has given that firmness, a kind of a structural form, rigidity, and therefore it could not get dissolved. But now that very thing is coming in the way of opening out to higher powers of the spirit. And it is that which has to be now changed, transformed, not dissolved, but transformed. Mind of night has been transformed into mind of light so that the higher powers can enter into it. Now, the next step is, well, there's the inconscience is there, some kind of an awareness is appearing in the inconscious. How? Teach the inconscient to wake ignorance. It is teasing, okay, come on, prodding, plugging, move on, do something, you see, insisting. Something that wished but knew not how to be. Now, who is doing, why it is doing, etc., that is left unsaid, you see. And then something in the inscrutable darkness stirred, a nameless movement, an unthought idea, insistent, but that idea is powerful, it is insistent, it is wishing to have something to happen, dissatisfied, without a name, something that wished but knew not how to be, teased the inconscient to wake. So this is a major step, a great advance that inconscience has given rise to ignorance. We are lucky because of that we have come into existence. Maybe we are in ignorance, but that does not mean that we will always remain ignorant. But the cause of our presence is that ignorance at the moment here. Yes?
Something that wished, is it matter? Something that wished.
Yes.
Matter?
No, that something has not been left, has not been defined. No. See here also, something in the inscrutable darkness, something, in other words, the element of the spirit himself who is there within us, the spirit who is there within us, he has not yet come out fully formed, has not become an entity, but he is present there within us, and it is he who is wishing, who wants things to happen, move forward with it. Something in the inscrutable darkness, something that wished, it is that urge within us, that will, that wish, that desire within us it is that which is coming forward, you see. It is there, latent, you see. Something that wished but knew not how to be teased. You see, he says, okay, come on, get up, my child, do something now. Tease inconscient to wake ignorant. A throw that came and left a quivering trail, gave room for an old tired want unfilled, at peace in the subconscious moonless cave, to raise his head and look for absent light, straining closed eyes of vanished memory, like one who searches for a bygone self and only meets the corpse of his desire, See, what he sees, his own body, dead body there, you see. A throw that came and left a quivering trail, some kind of a pain, some kind of a little uneasiness or whatever you call it, come, leaves a trace here, gave room for an old tired want. That want is there always, their wish is there, longing is there, it again makes a room for that. At peace in the subconscious moonless cave, it is lying there in the moonless cave otherwise, you see. To raise his head, okay, come on, get up, rise up, you see, he said, and look for absent light. That is what he wants to see. Straining closed eyes of vanished memory. Memory has eyes, they are closed eyes, and these eyes have to open out. That memory has to see back. What? Like one who searches for a bygone self. Yes, I was there earlier, but now that self is lying like a dead body here. So in other words, you have to go and recover that thing once more, you see. It was as though even in this knots profound, this knots, the last nothingness is not profound, even in this ultimate dissolution's core, well, it is here things will get dissolved. There lurked an unremembering entity. The divine spark is there, the divine presence is there. She said, plunge yourself again. And the first avatar was present there. Remembering entity, unremembering, he does not remember where from. He is the Vishnu who has forgotten himself, but he is the inconscient Vishnu. There lurked an unremembering entity, survivor of a slain and buried past, condemned to resume the effort in the pan, reviving in another frustrated world, another cycle of creation. An unshaped consciousness desired light, and a blank prescience yearned towards change. So what in the earlier draft was, night wanted a change, but it is now this blank prescience, this unconscious, without a shape, desired light, and unshaped consciousness desired light, and a blank prescience yearned towards distant change. Some kind of a positive glimmer is there because the inconscient has been teased to ignorance and things have started happening to some extent. As if a childlike finger laid on a cheek reminded of the endless need of things, the heedless mother of the universe, and infant longing clutched the somber vase. She wanted to go back into the knot. She wanted to go back, forget about this frustrating world and all that kind of thing. She had given up all hope, but this childlike finger is there on her cheek. My mother, you can't go away like that. Please stay here, do your work, you see. As if a childlike finger laid on her cheek reminded her of the endless need in things. You can't go away, madam. The heedless mother of the universe, and infant longing clutched this somber wall. And with that, therefore, a new longing, a new wish of doing something or something happening has come up again. Insensibly, somewhere a breach began, so there is a kind of a cut, there is a kind of a slit formed, a breach has appeared, a slit has appeared, a long, long line of hesitating hue. This is a purposeful alliteration. Long, long line of hesitating hue. See. Like a vague smile tempting a desert heart, touch the far rim of life obscure asleep. That longing is there, she has been woken up, and therefore insensibly some kind of a slit, some kind of an opening has been made here. A long, long line of hesitating. It is hesitant, obviously. Should I step in or not? It is hesitating for that, you see. Like a vague smile tempting a desert heart, trouble the far rim of life's obscure sleep, arrived from the other side of boundlessness. So this is happening from below. From the other side, what happens? Arrived from the other side of boundlessness, an eye of deity pierced to the dumb day. So it is from above, the eye of God is piercing into the depths, you see. An eye of deity pierced to the dumb day, an eye of deity pierced to the dumb day from above. See, while there is an aspiration, there is a longing there is also something also constantly happening from above, from the other side. Now he says, an eye of deity pierced. The revised edition has is pierced, P-E-E-R-E-D. But I think pierce is more powerful. Peer means look, survey, find out. Pierce is penetrating. From the dumb day, a scout of reconnaissance from the sun. So that eye of deity is also a scout in a reconnaissance from the sun. So he is surveying the whole battlefield now. Reconnaissance, that is the war image, reconnaissance, you see. A scout in the reconnaissance from the sun. It seemed amid a heavy cosmic rest, the torpor of a sick and weary world, to seek for a spirit, soul and desolate, too fallen to recollect forgotten place. So it is piercing, it is finding out, it is searching for that thing, you see. Intervening in a mindless universe. Well, this is a mindless universe. Mental being has not yet arrived in a mindless universe. His message crept to the reluctant hush of that deity or that something intervening. His message crept to the reluctant hush, calling the adventure of consciousness and joy, and conquering nature's disillusioned breast, compelled renewed consent to see and feel. She was hesitant, she had given up and all that thing, but now that compulsion is being imposed, so to say, on her. See. Intervening in a mindless universe, his message crept. That's it. An eye of deity, his message crept through the reluctant her, calling the adventure of consciousness and joy. Well, there are the prospects of beauty, of love, of truth and all that thing. Please get up, start your work, you see. And conquering nature's disillusioned brain, compelled renewed consent to see and feel. It's quite heavy as it is. We'll quickly go through it again, some of these parts, but as a first survey, we'll see some of the details again. It's quite heavy.
When the first light comes, it becomes easier, but before.
This is endless. We can.
Wow.
Yeah. How much he has compressed in these 341 lines of the canto.